Hi folks, this is Danny of Bradley James Classics, and this is already a modern classic, as my insurance company told me as I added it to my policy. So that means I'm hoping you will also be able to get rather cheap modern classic insurance on this little Peugeot 106 1100 from the year 2000. It's covered just 75,000 miles. It's passed its last MOT with no advisories, and it has had quite a decent spend, which involved refreshing I think the rear brakes were rebuilt, and I think the handbrake was sorted out. It's had 4 tyres in recent times, as a previous MOT had mentioned them perishing rather than being old. That's what happens with cars that don't do a huge mileage. This one's called an Independence Special Edition. Peugeot were really good at doing their special editions, but it is an entry-level, non-sunroof Peugeot 106 from the year 2000. Hailed as a very successful little car for the Peugeot, and mainly they were bought because they were low on insurance, cheap to run, and known for their tough little cars that were actually very popular in the UK. You don't see a great deal of them now, and in fact you do see some of the limited edition and sporty ones changing hands for quite serious money, so we can never be sure of the future. But I think if you were to keep the car in this sort of condition and look after it, I think it might be a valuable future classic, who can tell. But for the asking price, it gets you inexpensive, potentially first time motoring, or it's the ideal second car to run down to the railway station, do a bit of shopping, and just generally having a low car to upkeep in the household. Now, it is in good condition. We haven't had to do anything. We've had it in as a part exchange against one of our other classics. It's in a very attractive light blue metallic. There's 1 or 2 marks which I'm going to try and point out with my camera. It hasn't had a lot of owners, and as I say, it's got MOT through to the end of October 2024, no advisories on the last MOT. So let's start with the driver's door. That all appears to be in good order, as does the rear wing. I've got a bit of paint missing off the back bumper here. The back bumper and boot, there's a minor dent here which potentially could be worked out with a dent doctor, but quite honestly it's tough to spot. And you've got a chip here, and usually the bumpers on the corners get a bit of a very small chip here. Other than that, as I step back, it becomes tough to see them. The rear panel looks to be in good order, as does the passenger side door. There's a little bit of a scratch and a tiny little dent here in the front wing, but again it's small. No sunroof, as I say, but all nice through here. Just to show it's autumn as I take this video, there's a leaf. Tailgate, all nice here. Comes in 2 sets of keys, and it does come with a handbook. As I walk around the front, that wing looks in good order. Other than the little down here, bonnet all looks nice. The front bumper looks quite acceptable, except for a little scratch here. And then the wing on the driver's side looks to be very good. It's got second-natural controls, which I think the Peugeot ones, so they look quite flat. They could be painted to make them look like new. And there is a set of tyres that have been added in recent times, because I think in 2021 it mentioned tyres, and since then they've been changed as a matching set. Now inside it's very pretty because it's got this limited edition Independence, so you know the Peugeot's always like a bit of that. Nice and simple, manual windy windows, very unlucky if they go wrong. And then you go over to the other side, we've got this Independence trim, which is the dancey Aztec people, I think. And then the rear parcel shelf, a decent sized little boot for a small car. We have a glove box, and I think I promised you a little handbook, and that's in there. There's a couple of handbooks in here from the dealer. That's the Independence. It comes with a radio that I need to find a code for, and then it's basic heating systems. You do get a rev counter, and there's your 75,000, and the only warning light is just that handbrake, which I just put back on. She's running at the moment. a 1.1 petrol engine, very good on fuel. They are basic cars, so you do get a 5-speed gearbox, and I know it had a new gear knob fitted because the old one had a split in it, and the Peugeot 106 are known for that. Handbrake's all been done, and I believe it was the rear brakes because it's been through our workshop, so it would have had the rebuild done on there. I think it was wheel cylinders and brake shoes. Now these early cars are rather basic, but personally I think that's what makes them quite nice. You have got little to go wrong with these cars, and everything on them really is about simplicity. So we're just having a little drive round. I don't usually do this, but it's cold outside and the heat is very nice in here, and that's stopping. So the rear brakes are brand new, so they're literally still bedding in. Very clean through the headlining. I just get the impression it's a car that's been well looked after, but I did want to show you a little of the inside. I'm going to pop outside once more, and on this occasion I'm going to open up the boot so you can have a look at that. That's a locking fuel cap. Petrol goes in this side and it just runs on ordinary E10. And what do we have here? And there's a set of carpet mats by the looks of things. That's rather nice. That one looks like it goes across the back, and that's a decent sized boot, and it has got its parcel shelf like I mentioned. So I think I promised you 2 keys. That looks like the 2 keys. Manual. It's not central locking. It's not got immobilizers to worry about, and electric windows to go wrong and sunroofs to leak. It is the base spec, and that's not necessarily a bad thing from a cost of ownership point of view. I'm going to have one final walk around this attractive little car. It has, as I say, already been through our workshop. It came into us in good condition, but as I say, we did want to look at the rear brakes because we could tell that they were worn. It was good enough to pass an MOT, but not good enough to go through our workshop. It is super clean, and it is quite a small car to wash quickly, so it's one of the easier ones to look after from that point of view. So just to recap, it's a Peugeot 106. It's called the Independence model. It's a special edition. It's from the year 2000. It has MOT through to late October 2024. And yeah, it's fully up together, ready to drive away. And we have it in stock at our base here in the Hampshire countryside. We do offer a full UK delivery service for a competitive price, so we can get this car shipped up to you anywhere in the country. We just need your postcode for a quotation. We do offer a part exchange service, and in fact that's how we come about having this car. So if you did want to PX something, more than often we can always help out. Ideally we like classic cars, but we can work with light commercials and modern cars too. Well, I think that's everything, folks. Please get in touch, and if you'd like to come and have a look at this car, take her for a drive her away, or have her delivered, please get in touch through the usual channels. Thank you for watching today's videos. That's Danny at Bradley James Classics, signing out.